Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's Stephanie with Lumeria Star. And today what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this angel deck. This is called the Female Archangels Oracle. So this deck was gifted to me, so we're going to review it. And my disclaimer, so I have tried working with a couple different angel decks in the past, just seeing like what that could offer me with my practice. And so far it's kind of been of like, not a miss, but like it's just not connecting for me. So I have since rehomed those decks. So when new decks kind of make their way to me, like I'm still really open to, perhaps finding the deck that might work for me, might really connect, and might, just be able to bring another layer to my kind of like divination practice. So I'm really open to what this deck could provide, but my disclaimer is other angel decks in the past have not worked out for me. So, I kind of want to share that, to be honest. And then also, I want you all to be able to check out the deck too if angel work is something you're into. I think that's amazing. And, definitely keep your own opinions of those things. This is just kind of like my opinions and my experience. So that's just kind of like a little disclaimer. So, let's just take a look at the deck. So this is, again, I'm not really super familiar with angels. So this, I guess, is all female archangels. We've got a nice 2-piece box with a thumb hole cut out. This is by Findhorn Press. And the back, so we have here, for eons, angels have been depicted as masculine beings, but times are evolving. So I didn't even know that. So that's really interesting. As the divine feminine rises on earth, the archaei, is that how you pronounce that? The female archangels and twin flames to their male counterparts are coming into our awareness. While our celestial brothers help us fix things quickly, like cutting cords with Archangel Michael, our angelic sisters reflect our potential and worth and help us heal insecurities and fear at the root. With this stunning 44 card deck that goes beyond divination into divine knowing, prepare to meet, merge, and become the archaei, I don't know if I'm saying that right, by embodying their virtues via inner journeys and attunements. And to enjoy greater life and spiritual balance, meet, merge, and become the archangels by applying their virtues in your everyday experience via creative exercises and action steps. Discover what messages await you as the angels escort you through many breakthroughs on a return journey to bliss and balance. Open your wings and get set to fly. What are you waiting for? So this is created by Callista, who is the award-winning author, speaker, and pioneer of spiritual ascension. So not familiar with Callista. And this is illustrated by Marie Jo Forzali. So let's just get into this deck. Okay. So we've got a nice, thick, chunky book, which is cool. I've just taken off the plastic, but I haven't really looked through the cards. So we will do that together. Okay. So we have, these are the backs, which is like a cool galactic scene. I can already tell this artwork isn't my aesthetic, but I've also learned that even though a deck might not be my aesthetic at all art-wise, it doesn't mean I won't like it, because I actually have quite a few decks where I actually really dislike the artwork, but because it reads so well, maybe the guidebook was so well written, or we're just connecting, it just works. So that's just to say, like, already I can tell like the artwork isn't really for me. It's kind of like very computer generated, computer manipulated. It doesn't mean that like maybe I won't connect with the deck. So, and again, if you love the artwork, that's amazing. I can just see already like this artwork isn't for me personally. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of like walk through these and just see what we have here. So I guess that's Archei face. So I guess that means that's the female archangel. Lead with confidence. So I do like this little, what's it called? Not a keyword. It's kind of like a key phrase, lead with confidence. Okay, and then I guess we do have the archangels. Archangel Michael, step into empowerment. So like I could see using this deck alone just with the key phrase, because these are pretty good. We've got virtue, open your heart. Archangel Raphael, prioritize your health. Archei, hope. I'm not even going to say this word anymore because I really don't know if I'm saying it right. Expect the best. Archangel Gabriel, speak your truth. It's really interesting. I didn't know archangels were all male, so you learned something new. So this is grace, more flow, less hustle. I do like that message a lot, and actually this artwork is kind of pretty. This one doesn't bother me. Archangel Uriel, success through action. Patience, trust the process. I do really like these key phrases. Archangel Sandalphon, center and ground. Constance, bring heaven to earth. Archangel Metatron, remember who you are. Victory, raise your vibration. So again, this artwork is very like computer CGI type artwork. It's not really for me. It kind of feels like video game artwork. So aesthetically, I'm not drawn to this, but I'm loving the key phrases so far. Enliven your senses, and perhaps the guidebook is written really well, and maybe I do connect with this deck. So I'm really curious. Archangel Jeremiel, signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Purity, cleanse and detoxify. Zedekiel, strengthen your boundaries. Charity, bring in love. Shamuel, be what you want to attract. Clarity, rest, reflect, recharge. Jophiel, time to create. Strength, unleash your magic. Ariel, connect with nature. Harmony, bring in music. Raguel, nourish your relationships. Radiant, raise your standards. Haniel, trust your vibes. Mercy, cherish your sacredness. Azrael, endings and beginnings. Serenity, weave a new story. Cassiel, face fear and rise. Joy, prioritize play and pleasure. I like that a lot. Barachiel, live outside the lines. And then it looks like we've got other things other than angels. So satellite symbol, turn on your light. Balance symbol, love will find a way. Ascension symbol, awaken your inner angel. New earth, share your gifts. Guardian angel, ask for support. Perspective, zoom out and relax. Leap, spread your wings. Abundance, step into overflow. Ancestry, heal at the root. I like that too. And source, return to oneness. So again, not super into the artwork, but really, really enjoying those keywords. And now I'm really curious about like what kind of information the book can offer. So I'm going to take a break for a second, have a sip of my coffee. I'm filming this on a Sunday morning, just as a way to like ease into my Sunday, which is so lovely. Okay, so let's take a look. The table of contents. So who are the female archangels? How do they differ from their masculine counterparts? Do I have a guardian angel? So this is actually really good information for me because, like I said, I am not at all well versed in the world of like working with angels. So I truly don't know. So it would be worthwhile for me to read the introduction. So we've got how to use your cards. Looks like we've got different layouts, and then we go into each of the angels with their corresponding page. So we've got our foreword, we've got our introduction. So I'm going to read this because I really am curious if maybe yeah, maybe if I learn more about it, it can become like a part of my practice. We've got some layouts here. We've got like a chakra layout, angelic relaxation, cleansing and storing your cards. Okay, so then we get into the cards. It looks like we have like a smaller black and white image. We have an angel message, an expanded meaning, a reverse card meaning, and rise like an angel, which rise like an angel, and then a blessing. So let's see if we have that for each one. Yeah, so rise like an angel. I'm wondering if that's like a visualization, and then a blessing. So it looks like that's the structure for the whole book. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like that's the structure for the whole book. And then the appendix, we have, oh, this is interesting. This is like a little chart here of the angel. So I guess the Archii, again, not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, is the female counterpart of the archangel, which is like masculine, feminine energy. Source rays serving upon, not sure what that means. Color manifestation, energetic influence. Oh, that's cool. So it's just like every angel seems to be associated with a chakra, which I didn't know. Cool. All right, so let's shuffle. Let's shuffle this deck. Oh, and I think I forgot to mention this cardstock is it's not glossy and it's not matte. It's kind of like I don't know, is that like a satin finish? It seems like pretty basic cardstock, nothing to necessarily write home about, but it's not difficult to shuffle, and these are not edged or gilded, which I prefer. I really don't like, oops. These two popped out. Let's just go with them. I really don't like when decks have that like sharp gold gilding. It always ends up chipping anyway, and it's like not super comfortable in my hands. Okay, so we've got an archangel and the female counterpart. So Haniel and Radiant. So trust your vibes and raise your standards. So let's take a look. So number 28. I like how these are numbered. Okay, so first let's focus on Archangel Haniel, trust your vibes. The angel message, enjoy a practice that supports you to trust your inner guidance and spark new passions. The expanded meaning, Archangel Haniel, whose name reflects divine grace, serves on the silver ray of illumination, grace, and self-acceptance with his counterpart, Archii, oh my gosh, I can't talk, Radiant. So because I didn't quite shuffle this deck very well, and these two popped out, these are actually counterparts, which is pretty cool. So Radiant is the female counterpart. Haniel, being the angel of the moon, has a calm, cool presence that inspires silent reflection. He's guiding you to enjoy a daily spiritual practice to discipline your mind and body to serve your inner being. Such a form of energetic fitness and hygiene doesn't have to be boring or feel like a chore. Make it fun while being devotional as you meet, merge, and grow your divinity. Not for the attainment of anything, but simply to honor the source within you. Invite in Archangel Haniel for commitment, courage of conviction, devotion, discipline, living in integrity, honoring your cycles and moon cycles, self-reflection, and uncovering skills, gifts, and talents. So reverse card meaning. Feeling split in your energy? Do you suffer from migraines? Switch thinking about what you should be doing for trusting and acting upon your instincts. And then there's the section, rise like an angel, trusting your inner being. The voice of your inner being is the awareness of source that lives within you, blended with the counsel of your guardian angels and spirit team. Your inner being is devoted to you and is always focused on your highest well-being. When your divinity speaks to you, the voice is direct and positive, and there's a sense of expansion after asking a question. Likewise, when you're following your inner being, the direction of your life flows easily and feels good. That's so true. Although challenges may arise, you recognize them as opportunities to grow and respond to them through inner inquiry rather than reacting outwardly. Conversely, when you are When the conditioned ego speaks to you, the voice is critical and negative, and there's a sense of contraction after asking a question. When you're following ego, oops, I just bumped the camera. When you're following ego, you're preoccupied with focusing on what others are doing and not doing, or what they have that you don't have, while experiencing hype, drama, and fear in your life as your highest needs aren't being addressed. For this exercise, Haniel invites you to follow your inner being for an entire day and notice the differences that take place within you and your world. Before deciding what to wear, eat, drink, do, visit, and connect with, drop into your heart and ask your inner being to reveal the best option or path to take. Journal the breakthroughs that may emerge. Okay, so I actually really like how, because again, I know nothing about Archangel Haniel, and I feel like this gave a really good description of its energy, and also I like how there's an exercise. Like, I would actually try this exercise where I drop into kind of like my heart center or even my intuition and just let that guide me all day, even with like the smallest decisions, like what to eat for lunch or what to wear. So I like that there's like a practical like exercise connected to that. The blessing, it says, with hands on your heart, say aloud 3 times with conviction, I bless myself with loving kindness every time I listen, trust, and follow my guidance. So that's actually a pretty lovely message. I do enjoy that. Let's see that in connection with Archei Radiant. And please tell me if I'm not pronouncing that right, because otherwise this is probably going to be a really annoying video for you guys to listen to me keep saying that. Okay, so Radiant, I'm just going to call her Radiant because, yeah, raise your standards. So the angel message, let go of less than thoughts and feelings, strut the catwalk of your life like the royal beauty you are. I'm just going to say Angel Radiant instead. Angel Radiant, whose name is derived from the Latin radiare, meaning to shine, serves on the silver ray of illumination, grace, and self-acceptance with her counterpart Archangel Haniel. Radiant, also known as Mary Lisa, helps us to accept every aspect of who we are so we can shine bright like the moon. She takes what we define as ugly, messy, and imperfect and wears it as the most magnificent dress to reflect how beautiful we are. Radiant clears mental limitations and illusions with such flair that it's easy to feel exuberant in her company. She's inviting you to stand as the king or queen you are and not waste another precious moment of life thinking you're not enough when the truth is you are fabulous. Oh, excuse me. Invite in Angel Radiant for self-acceptance, self-validation, transforming negativity, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs, grace, divine feminine connection, confidence, and the courage to keep rising even if those around you are not. The reverse card meaning, are you hiding yourself, dimming your light for others? Stop. You were born to shine, not for anyone or anything, just because it feels so good. And rise like an angel, supercharge your feminine wisdom. No matter our gender, we all have divine feminine wisdom within. The best time to tap into this energy is during a new moon. When the moon is at its darkest, our feminine power of creation is at its highest. Enjoy the realizations and new beginnings that develop through this journey. At the next new moon, come into a meditative state, inviting Angel Radiant and her silver ray to envelop you. Breathe in light, breathe out radiance. Set the intention to align with your feminine wisdom. Feel the nurturing lunar love come in upon breath, and then breathe it out into the space surrounding you. Reflect upon the following questions. Where do I need to raise my standards? What would it take for me to try new things? What do I need to call in and embody? Radiant reminds you that in raising your standards, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And so embrace yourself as divine radiance in constant flow. Journal your answers and anything else that unfolds. giving thanks to the angel radiant to close. The blessing. With arms open wide, say aloud 3 times with conviction, those who wish to be in life will rise up with me. Well, that's a lovely message. And again, I like how it gave questions to reflect. I'm a big journal person, so if I have the ability to actually journal with this deck, this could be a cool way for me to dip my toe into angel work where other decks, they didn't have journal prompts. So like I didn't know how to use the cards. I would read the card and just be like, okay. So yeah, I'm actually, again, I'm not super thrilled with the artwork. It's not the most offensive thing I've seen. And again, I say this with, what am I trying to say? I'm not here to knock anyone's artwork at all. I appreciate all artists like putting their work into the world, but we also know art is very subjective and there's a lot of personal preference. So this isn't my art style per se. With that being said, so far with just the 2 cards I pulled, I did really like the message, and I could see myself trying to play around with maybe like a 1 card pull as like journal prompts and just kind of seeing how I feel with that. So I'm actually really excited to give this a try. We're going to try angel work again. I'd love to hear your comments down below. Are you someone who does work with angels? If you do, please share with me all the things. Like, is there something I'm not doing, or are there decks you suggest? If you work with angels, is this a deck that you would be interested in, you would vibe with? If you don't work with angels, is this something you're intrigued by, or are you just like, yeah, no, not interested? Tell me all the things down in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.